what happened was there was a group called the Waterloo Region Rainbow Coalition that in 2011 started a series of community halls, discussions of members of the community. And the top priority that came out was the need for a physical space. And so after a lot of hard work in 2012, we managed to find a place, a very, very tiny place, a tiny office, but we had the ability to book a larger room nearby. And it made an incredible difference. This was the first time in 2012 that a community center had started up for the local rainbow community that actually lasted. And it's had a profound effect on the community. We started out small. We had a very difficult time raising the funds required, but we managed to keep it going.
And that's what it has been for the last several years, has been very much an all hands on deck, everybody do your bit kind of thing.
We got incorporated status. We managed to move to a larger place. We finally got charitable status. And now I think it's the envy of southwestern Ontario.
I think that safety is a very, visceral thing. Like you can tell when someone's looking at you or when you feel safe, and having places that you can just relax and just be and connect with people is very important, because a great deal of the world is centered on experiences that are not queer, that are just mostly about heterosexuality, around cisgender people, and that really influences how our physical world is set up. In queer spaces, you have to worry a lot less about being misgendered or, whether people are going to judge you for how you dress or how you show up.
Over the years, Spectrum has been involved in initiatives to help different groups within the rainbow community. We put a lot of emphasis on the trans community, and we have a very successful bunch of programs for the trans community.
They asked me would I be interested in starting up the Transgender Services program. Just having a space where people could get together, be with others like themselves who didn't judge them. They just find that it's a great space to sit down and be with others and be supported, be a part of their community. And that really warms my heart.
The main connect was the Rainbow Family Drop-In. After our son was born, my wife was looking for other queer families. We would go to these baby groups and we would say, do you know of any groups for queer parents? And the reaction 100% of the time was, but we're inclusive. But they didn't understand that it is slightly different. And it's important for our son to see other families like his.
We also are concerned with older adults, because older adults often suffer from isolation with a lot of difficulty in making new friends. So for that group, we started up what we call Spectrum Prime, which is a group of mostly 50 plus people who are in the rainbow community. And it feels very much like a family. It's a wonderful feeling. Another group that we work with is newcomers to Canada. And in some cases, they have asked us to assist them in their refugee status application process. And so we occasionally write letters of support. In some cases, we appear before the board in question at the hearing.
Spectrum is the word. We have stuff for teenagers, and we have stuff for seniors, and we have everything in between.
I love Spectrum. I really do. I've come to absolutely adore the place and the people that make it what it is.
Spectrum is the place where I make all my connections now to the queer community.
I was executive director from 2014 to March of this year, but we finally were able to hire somebody to take on that kind of admin role.
I have seen Spectrum grow so much, even in the last 5 years.
With the idea of having permanent employees and all of those kinds of things, this is really exciting. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Spectrum becomes.